up, a mother shot and killed while she was with her child. We'll tell you who police say might be behind it next.
A beautiful evening, but we start that summer return tomorrow morning. What to expect.
And it's the Upper East Side Salon specializing in self-care. We'll introduce you to the inspiring founder helping women embrace and care for their textured curly hair. Hey, welcome back. This is News 4 Now for June 30th. I'm Kay Ingram. Now today, police are looking for the gunman who killed a woman while she pushed her 3-month-old child in a stroller on the Upper East Side. It happened Wednesday night at East 95th Street and Lexington Avenue. Police say the 20-year-old was killed with a single shot to the head at close range. The motive for the shooting is not known, but it's not believed to have been random. Law enforcement sources tell News 4 that police are looking to speak with the father of the baby. Sources say that surveillance video shows the gunman pacing in front of the residence before the shooting. We're told that the baby was not injured in the shooting. Also new, 2 people are being charged with running a sex trafficking operation that spanned 6 states. Prosecutors say they used the popular site OnlyFans as their main platform. 29-year-old Jonathan Ruiz and 27-year-old Charlene Santiago pleaded not guilty in court Wednesday in connection with the case. Prosecutors say that the 2 conspired to, quote, violently traffic multiple women in their mid-20s, forcing them to engage in commercial sexual acts. Both are accused of coercing the alleged victims by beating them and forcing them to take drugs. Ruiz is also accused of forcing one woman to produce videos posted to the OnlyFans site. All right, up next, a wild scene in New Jersey. This surveillance video shows the exact moment a speeding car slammed into a beloved family-owned flower shop. Footage not only shows the crash at Central Avenue and West Broadway in Haledon, but it also shows the 2 men inside who ran away. The damage to this family business of 87 years had Tara Fisher feeling emotional.
My grandfather built our building, so, it means a lot to me. Every brick that is in our building is very special to me. Built it with his own 2 hands.
And get this, police say the vehicle involved in the crash was stolen from Pennsylvania. The 2 suspects are still on the run. All right, drivers, listen up. If you're parking your SUV on the Upper East Side, you might want to look into finding a new spot. A group of climate activists say that they're deflating SUV tires and putting flyers on the vehicles. The group calls itself the Tire Extinguishers. It's claiming responsibility for disabling a number of SUVs early Tuesday morning. The flyers explain how so-called mega cars are harming communities around the world. Similar leaflets were reported in Colorado back in March. Now, so far, the NYPD has received at least 1 complaint about tires being flattened on 65th Street.
Hi there, I'm Storm Team 4 meteorologist Maria LaRosa. Definitely a summery day, but the payoff is going to be a beautiful summer evening. That humidity still low enough that it's comfortable. 82 degrees by 7 p.m. Sunset still about 8:31. We don't see it earlier than that until early next week. And then we have clear skies, starry skies, in fact, 77 degrees through 11 p.m. But the changes, they're coming. That humidity, a big part of it. Dew point temperature, when they're in the 50s, it's still comfortable. You start getting in the mid and upper 60s, and that's really, really sticky. And you can see as we head into tomorrow morning, we see that surge of humidity creeping back in, and it's really going to be that combination of the high heat tomorrow afternoon that's going to make it feel uncomfortable again. But starting off mild, 72 in the city and Newark, mid and upper 60s from Islip and Belmar, a few areas dipping into the upper 50s like Monticello, but from the Hudson Valley into northwest New Jersey into the low 60s.
All right, now, ladies, we know this next story all too well. Every woman has a personal relationship with her hair, and that's especially true for those who are on a journey to embrace their natural texture. New York Live caught up with a curl queen here locally for the scoop on how hair care can be the ultimate self-care. Watch this.
What do you know about curls? Well, before you get to answer that question, let me tell you that the journey to accept natural hair has been a struggle to women around the world, myself included. That is why today we decided to come in and visit curly hair expert Nubia. Nubia, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much for opening the doors to us.
Oh my God, Diane, thank you so much for you coming. Here at the Rizzo Salon, we embrace every curly girl that wants to embrace themselves at the fullness with a beautiful texture.
I love big hair.
Boy, and you just came to the right place because I like it the bigger the better. I want you to come through that door
and not be able to fit.
Not able to fit.
What made you come into this field of curls?
Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Yeah. No, I don't blow dry my hair. No, this is my hair. But I do suffer from alopecia. And here I am, I find myself in rooms, in doctors, in companies with women losing the hair because society told them, take those curls, they're not professional, or do a relaxer, or blow them out all the time. And what happened in time, because of the compression, the receding lines came up to here.
Wow.
I realized that my curly communities didn't want to have just loose curls that didn't say much about them. They wanted to have an expression of themselves. Yes. Big, it's bouncy, it's happy. I have happy hair.
Yeah.
And that's where Rizzo took place. 1, 2, and 3. Open your arm.
Nubia, this is perfection. Thank you so much.
Girl, you are perfect. Start loving yourself. No matter what you do, that curl in your head came for a reason, because it came to show the world you.
My crown.
That's your crown. That's definitely your crown.
It happens all the time here in the tri-state. Items left behind on public transit. But in the case of a Long Island woman, that honest mistake would have left her on the hook for $1,000. News 4's Ida Siegel is here to explain who came to the rescue.
A joyful reunion at Penn Station Wednesday afternoon.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Between a grateful passenger and an incredibly helpful train engineer who went out of her way to track down 2 gowns intended for the mother of a groom left on a Long Island Railroad train last weekend. Judy Ulberg says she was riding the LIRR to Lynbrook when she left them in a black shopping bag.
I got distracted with a phone call, and I left this big black bag with dresses in it.
She panicked. The dresses were both borrowed to try on for her son's wedding in November. Together, they were $1,000, so she drove to the end of the line in East Rockaway to see if she could find them, screaming for the train to stop when she got there.
Conductor must have thought I was crazy because I put my foot in the door to stop it, and I thought the police were going to come and take me away.
I thought somebody had fallen in the gap because you were screaming like so much. I heard it on the intercom.
They searched the train, but the dresses weren't there, and Judy was heartbroken. But Christine King, the engineer, didn't give up.
I said, she probably left on the other train that followed us, and it's probably still in Long Beach. Can you reach out to the crew? So he reached out to that crew. They looked, they found the bag.
By this time, Judy was gone, so Christine turned to Facebook to find her, posting the story in a local group.
Everybody in my neighborhood just started sharing to any Facebook page that they could think of.
It worked. The next day, Judy was at a fitting for her daughter's dress, and the store owner had seen the post. They called right away.
So sweet. I mean, like, we were both crying on the phone. She was so happy when she called.
Judy got the dresses back over the weekend, and Wednesday she got to say thank you to the person who went above and beyond.
I just feel blessed that people in this day and age are so thoughtful and kind.
Ida Siegel, News 4, New York.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow on News 4 Now.